once I was done reading about it, I'd go downstairs and I'd, jack the car up and I'd take the wheels off and I don't know, look at the brakes. Whatever it was that I could get, my hands on, working with tools and stuff, I was into it. I was full blown gearhead at that point. And this is, I don't know, I forgot what year it was, but prior to that, I really didn't have much automotive background. I don't come from a racing background. My mom and dad were not in racing. My dad worked for the government. My mom's a doctor. So I was kind of like first generation gearhead, but I did grow up in a house where my dad fixed everything. So I had good understanding of how to use tools and all that stuff. But anyway, so building this Camaro and going through that whole process and learning and really figuring out how things work and then taking it to a show and winning an award was amazing. And it happened to be at that track. So that's something very special. In fact, I still have that picture somewhere around here. Yeah. Of me behind the car with the plaque.
I've seen it.
Yep. Yeah. And then, on a racing side, yes, not only personal vehicles, but customers' vehicles, setting records, winning races, working in the pits, just you name it, we were doing it. And there's still a video floating around of the 2007 Z06. It was a matte blue Z06, which is graced the cover of LS1 Tech, graced the cover of Vet Magazine. So that particular car ran a best of 10-1 at 140, 139 miles an hour, shifting the car. Again, this is, I really had no formal training necessarily. We built this car, we put it together, we went to the track. I rode the gears all the way through the quarter mile, and that was a personal best for me at the time. Which, listen, it was a full bolt-on nitrous car with heads and cam, and it was fast. And in fact, like I said, it's still on YouTube. Every now and then I'll pull it up. And so just, yes, between just the different events they had there and the racing events, and that, I was hooked. I've been hooked ever since. And that is why it's so important to do what you're doing, which is preserving all of the tracks and what it is that we're trying to do, which is saving PBI, or at least bringing racing back to South Florida. It's all because of those things. So
I think that when we heard the track was going to be no more, and they had that final, I think it was a Street Outlaw, one of the last events that they had there. It was really bittersweet. I didn't get a chance to go, but seeing the media from that day and letting it really settle in, like, wow, this is over,
Yeah.
And like, well, what's going to happen? What are they going to do to this place? Who wants this place? And why is it dying? I think those are still questions that swirl around to this day. Some people have more information than others as to why it happened. I worked closely with the group in the driving school, like towards the end, and some of those later years, like doing some cinematography and things like that for them. So I kind of got to see like the change in management, the change in how the track was being marketed.
Yeah.
And then mostly my experience was like coming to those street events, those shows. That's really what I had a great time doing. But I remember when we got the news that it was going to be over, only at that moment you realize like how important it was for everybody in South Florida. Now that we don't have that anymore, like when a track like PBIR gets eliminated, what happens? Where do people go?
The streets, nowhere, Bradenton, Orlando, Georgia, not anywhere around here.
I think that's far less accessible to people,
of course,
who don't have a trailer,
don't have
any other reason to go up there. Maybe their cars can't make it there.
Yeah.